Alafia, and welcome to the second episode of the second season of my final year. This is a video vlog, or I don't know if that's redundant, but this is a vlog that I've created to chronicle my last year of IFA studies at IFA University under my Oluo Baba, Dr. Kola Abimbola of the Howard University, and of course IFA University. I am an Isheshe Yanifa practitioner, priestess, who has been initiated into Yemonja as well as Ifa. So that gives you a little bit of background about me for those who might be new to my vlog or just resetting and reoriented. So I want to first start out with a major apology. It has been 2 weeks since my last podcast, and interestingly enough, although I said at the last season that I would keep going each week whether or not we had class, that turned out not to be so. So the last 2 weeks we've been out on hiatus. I think it might be the nicest way to say it from IFA University. We have had, everyone has had like personal issues that have been going on, me included. I'd love to share with you all that my daughter, Ifashola, has graduated from her Rites of Passage Sisterhood program. And so any mamas or babas within the diaspora who have had to nurture their children or their godchildren through the process of rites definitely understand that that is a full-time nurturance. It's very much like having a newborn in the house. I'm sure you all hear my youngest in the background. I'm praying that he doesn't make an appearance because I'm off on vacation this week, and that means he's at home with me by choice. However, we're definitely in the midst of our bohemian lifestyle because this boy refuses to keep on clothes. So, just an FYI. So yeah, so we've been out of commission at IFA University. Nevertheless, the work continues. So we've started our graduation preparations, y'all. I wish I had my bells next to me. Ashe, ashe, ashe. This is so exciting. So exciting. We are planning on a graduation gathering in New Orleans, Louisiana. So stay tuned for more information on that. You guys know I'm going to have quite a time. So that gives you an update as to where we are. We are slowly clawing back the lessons of Ifa through the study of the Ifa literary corpus, of which we call Odu. Odu is compiled of 256 times 2 plus more poems that must be recited during the incantation process to work in tandem with the spirits of the Orisha, and of which we honor and give reverence to. So what we do as Ifa practitioners is slightly different, okay, a lot different from what most see in TV and YouTube and TikTok. It's not like the tarot. It's not like numerology or anything like that, whereas there is some mysticism and there is some of just intuition, but really what we are doing is we are working with the divine and learning to have a conversation with Ifa Olodumare himself in order to give our clients or our supplicants the most the most authentic, pinpoint accuracy, divination process that's possible. And so this is not to up the Ifa divination process or down any other process, of many of which those who know me know that, I do card readings, I receive numerology messages myself, but this practice is a little bit different. And so it's been teaching us, me in particular, a lot about Suru, which is the calmness and the slowness and the intentionality, which has been reassuring to me that even in the midst of everything else that goes on, right? Like work, school, partnership, children, especially as women of color in the diaspora, we always have something to do. But just the fact that it is not only okay, but divine for things to work out in its natural flow and its natural time, all right? So the lesson for today, we'll go ahead and dive into, is in regards to suffering. Now, within the diaspora, if you've been raised in any Christian church, Baptist, Pentecostal, evangelical, whoop whoop to the Emmy Zionites out there, we know from our gospel music that trouble don't last always, right? And so today in my devotion, I am going to quickly outline the ajagun of suffering via the Iyami. Now, what we are basically looking at are two energies of good and evil, right? So this is not an easy concept to understand, to break down, or to share. This is the knowledge of good and evil. This is Adam and Eve's forbidden fruit. This is that which is so taboo. Many of us like to act like it's not even going on and just smile and grin and bear it, and sometimes become a little bitter. So maybe that Freudian slip was not a Freudian slip. So the Odu that I am working from today is Odu Erosun Oso. And basically this is the story of Orunmila himself and the Ajay. Now, people hear the word Ajay, and what's the first thing that they conjure up in their mind? Witchcraft, right? Well, listen, there is no witchcraft going on here. However, we are keeping it real that there are these malevolent sources out there that do seek to destroy and harm. And indeed, they are powerful. It is sickness, it is death, it is loss, it is big trouble, it is calamity, it is accidents, it is that evil energy that gives balance to the good energy. And really, what does that mean for us? Is that it's ongoing and pervasive. It's not going away. So what we really want to do is to monitor how we matriculate through this process. Ashe? So bear with me as I get comfortable and we go in to this deep ride. All right? So when we're looking at the idea of Ajay and negativity, we do have to give credit to the fact that Oshun herself is the queen of the Iyami. And those who kill people without looking at the outcome are basically vultures. So there are going to be those sources out there that seek only to harm. And now, generally, when we come across those forces, we want to, uh, in my case, run and hide, but, identify them. Oh, this person is a narcissist, or this person has, bad character. But really, what it does, or what it could do, or should do, for those that are at the most highest elevated form of themselves, is to recognize that this is a natural force of nature. And so let's move on. Let's give credit to what it is, and let's move on and look at our own personal Iwa Pele. How does our character, our gentleness, our ability to maneuver through such challenges, which are guaranteed, basically promised, how do we look at ourselves and then move on through this process? So I have a list, of course, of some things that we can do to help us overstand you are not getting up on screen. This process. The first thing that we want to do is examine the lie. This is internal fight force that's going through your head. What is it that's really going on? This sickness, this disease, this anxiety, what is going on? Let's examine what's going on, and then examine the why. Why is this happening? Sometimes the source might be unknown, and if so, let that be so. Let's not go dumpster diving into caca, because when you do so, guess what else you find? Exactly, just more shit. So just let that be. Indeed, we want to invite peace into our circle. We want to find balance in our circle. Now, keep in mind, if you used to play on the seesaw back in the day, that balance changes and shifts based on what's on the other end. Someone gets on the other side who is as light as a feather. The seesaw requires a little bit less force. You get somebody husky heavy like me coming on to the other end, you better be ready to put your muscle in, right? So the balance requires us to identify what the adversary is and how much force is needed from us to cultivate the rhythm, the flow, the balance that we're looking for. This is how you do this. Whew. Nourish yourself. Yes, of course, that awesome element that we call water. Stay hydrated. Sickness and disease lives in the lack. Don't let your body suffer from lack. Stay hydrated. Drink your water. Nourish yourself. This seems easier said than done because I'm not laughing at the nourishment. I'm not. But it seems easier said than done. But let's be real. Some people be acting like this healthy living lifestyle is easy. It is not for many of us. It is a conscious and concerted effort that we must make. Many of us live in food deserts where we just don't get up and there's a fresh market on the corner, or we've even been taught, by these generational lessons as to how to prepare and eat a healthy meal. We sometimes revert back to our soul food, and so we have to relearn those ways of thinking. I'm in the process of still relearning those ways of thinking. Not to give shout out to any book or author or anything, but it just happens to be here. If you follow me on other social media aspects, you know that I love cooking, and it is not always the healthiest food. My last video post was about making fried chicken. But the one before that was vegan fish. So I digress. But we have to find those ways to feed ourselves in a manner that will sustain ourselves, because food is life and food is our energy. I've just added, we all know we got, multivitamins and sea moss and XYZ, all of the herbs of what you need to know more. Definitely feel free to reach out to me. But I've just added magnesium to my regimen. And so far, so good. I feel like I've had a lift, a boost. And so that feels good. All right. So we want to give grace to ourselves. We want to revisit with fresh eyes, those goals, catalysts that we've had, right? We want to be able to go back to our vision boards. We want to be able to re-examine our why and see how we're going to get there. No shame. This is not a self-loathing, woe is me, I fell down again, because, again, going back to my roots in Christianity and gospel music, we fall down, but we get up, Yo, a saint is just a sinner who fell down, but what did they do? They got back up. Yo, powerful. Examine your beliefs. Do the things that served you last lifetime, early childhood, early adulthood still serve you? I examine my beliefs when it comes to my foundation of Christian belief and understanding. I talk about Christianity all the time, gospel music all the time. I was in early high school attending Washington Bible College. Theology is nothing new to me. The search for esoteric understanding of the universe is nothing new to me. I've seen the Pope, I've seen the Dalai Lama, I've seen the Iwishe of the Ifa tradition, like Billy Graham Jr., Iyanla Vanzant, name drop. Why? Because I am a seeker of higher thinking, higher elevation, higher understanding of self. Like, that's my motivation. So you want to focus on these feelings and then ask yourself, when these suffering times come, of which they do. I could go on. I could give countless of examples of what I've been going through, even in the midst of my university studies. Initiation is not a guarantee that trouble is going to go away. Matter of fact, what genuinely happens, or what generally happens, is that the caca gets amplified. Like, if there was shit before, it's gonna be hot shit right now. Excuse my French, kind of, please. Why? Because power corrupts, and absolute power absolutely corrupts. That's one thing that is just guaranteed. And so I just want to take this time to edify those who look to me, ask me on this plane and spiritual plane as well. Like, let's give credence to the fact that the struggle is real. Let's also give credence to the fact that trouble don't last always, right? Like, at the end of the day, we've got to stop we've got to breathe. We've got to receive. We've got to find a way that is tangible for us to make it through the woes and the troubles of the world. Y'all ever notice that as soon as you get busy, your kids start doing the most obscene things, like stuff they ain't never done before. But the fact that they kind of know that you might not be able to come and get them right now, they want to do it all. So my boy is over there standing up on the furniture with his clothes off, eating his crackers as if like we all good. And I guess we are, because he's got that balance for now. But you know, that's basically it, y'all. So we are technically one class into the semester. We are 2 vlogs into the semester. We have been studying and reciting and writing Odu, and still studying my Yoruba language, which is absolutely essential for learning the secret code. Like, you have to know the language. Doing the work of personal health, healing, growth, and then just loving life. So stay tuned. There will be many ups and downs and challenges and triumphs. I can definitely guarantee this semester. However, we're almost there. And you know, Spirit told me just this morning, this is my nursing blanket. We're not nursing anymore. So for him and for me, it's like I gotta have it close. But Spirit has told me to take it slow, because I kind of want to peek in the pot. You know how you cooking something really good and you just want to peek in the pot, you know? So Spirit is like, don't peek in the pot. Just go with the flow. Just keep it low and slow on that steady simmer, and just know that when it's time, it's going to be scrumdiddly yum yum purr, as my teenagers would say. And then they would be like, oh, Mom, cringy, don't do that. So whatever, they're not here. So but yeah, so that's it for me. Mama Tai, Ifayemi, Yemoja Bemi, Ogunjare. I am so pleased to have completed this. I do apologize to my spirit for being so hard on myself as far as being a day late, and definitely not $1 short, but a day late in getting this in. I am on vacation. Yay! So there might be some pop-up videos, y'all. We are planning on doing some good things on this vacation. So if something comes through, feel free to, you know, peek in, because it might just be a quick little nugget. All right, guys. That's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. Please keep me in your prayers, because I need them. I need the love. I need the light. I need the positive energy. As you can see, this video is from my couch. And, you know, I've been going through some physical things which have made me sit down. And so you know, the girl who's usually on the run and going and doing is like enjoying life from a whole new perspective. That's on my butt on the sofa. So yeah. All right, talk to you later. Bye.